can we contribute most? Ooh, I think that may be the key word here. Can we contribute most of the excitement for a Steam Deck to the Nintendo Switch?
Most of the excitement?
I think some of it for sure, because people are looking at this like, that's what I want this. I think people are like, that's what I want the Switch Pro to be. So I think definitely that's a good chunk. I don't know. I don't think most. I disagree with that part, but I think a good chunk of it for sure.
I interpreted the question to mean if Nintendo didn't break into the market by making a portable console viable, would this be a thing, right? Yeah. That's how I interpreted this question.
Chris, I talked to Eurocar 9 earlier, and yes, that's the correct interpretation.
I got it right.
Oh, you got it right. Again.
Well, there were others out there already. There was tablets. A lot of tablets are doing this.
No, but Nintendo Switch really took shit to the next level, man. You know, people are like, oh shit, I can plug this into my TV and just take it out whenever. I can take this shit to rooftop parties. Excuse me, you know, like
it's funny. It's funny because nobody said that. Hey, I can do that shit with the PlayStation Vita.
Well, Sony didn't do it right. That's why, you know.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo Switch definitely gets some credit for this for sure. You know, as much as it pains me to say that shit, you know,
you don't need to be the first. You just need to be the one that's the most well known. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, they were the first to do this, to do like the hybrid, like console handheld, and then unify their system. But like to make this viable, like nobody thought it was viable. As a matter of fact, like you know, as much as I would like another Vita, it's not going to happen.
No.
That's going to do a handheld. So for Valve to take this step, it's only because Nintendo took it already, and they could go, hey, they did that, like we could do that, but don't lock down the dock or anything. Just let's take their learnings and just, you know, take it to the next step. So
I have to 100% agree with that. And as somebody who, when vouching for the Switch as the underdog, constantly kept hearing nobody gives a shit about a handheld system you can dock. I fought that uphill battle. So yes, I can tell you there was a ton of people who didn't think it was a viable thing. The market was not proven. There was a lot of people who had their doubts, and Nintendo proved it. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess that's a fucking thing." So they definitely paved the way.
Yeah, you have to give Nintendo credit.
I joke because, you know, it's obviously not going to be killing it, the Switch, but it's almost like the Switch was just digging its own grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I agree with Chris. I don't think we'd have a Steam Deck if it wasn't for the Switch. And also, a lot of the people that are excited about it are only excited about it because Switch exists. Like we talked about earlier. Adam mentioned there's a ton of these devices that are like portable like with
portable PCs that you can just play your games on. Yeah.
Like the GPD Win. No one knows like what a GPD Win is except for like some hardcore people.
Is that the one Riku was talking about? Because he was like, "Hey, you should get this shit instead."
Yeah, there was one.
I saw Riku yelling about something like, "Get this shit instead."
It's just they're expensive. That's the thing. Like, and I wanted to get one, but I'm like, I can't see myself selling like $800 and.
Yeah, some of them are like a G.
Yeah, man. The higher end ones.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I think, you know, the Switch is just a catalyst for this even existing.
No, I agree. Yeah,
and for people being excited about it.
Valve didn't go, hey, let's make a better Vita. They didn't think that, you know.
Yeah.
They wanted to make a better Switch, you know. And you're right. People are excited. Like for me, I'm like, this is a better Switch. I want to get this thing, you know. Very disappointed by the Switch. Piece of crap. But like this is the real deal, you know.
Yeah, like this is one, and I told you guys I hate docking my damn Switch. It's horrible, but man, this is something I could bring to. I could bring it into the break room in the office. It was like, yo, you ready to play some shit? Oh shit, here we go. Plug it into the TV.
Well, yeah, but
it'll look legit.
Well, like the Switch gave you that option, but this gives you even more options because it's like, let's say you shop on GOG or you do a Humble Bundle or whatever, it still work on here, right? And then, like you said, you figure out RetroArch or whatever, you get all your stuff running on here. So you got a ton of options. And then, I don't know, if you want to watch movies or whatever, you run your streaming services, anyone you want, because you have a browser. You could just sign on Disney Plus, whatever. You don't need an app.
xCloud.
And then Carlos is absolutely right. You have xCloud. You get on there. You could do what is it? View? What the hell is PlayStation's?
PS Now.
Yes, Now. Not View. Sorry, that was the TV. PlayStation Now. You could do that, and or Stadia.
John Price, where
Shout
you
out
at,
to John
bro?
Price.
And not only that, I'm sure that this OS is not just going to just be just for games. I'm sure they're going to incorporate YouTube and Twitch and all kinds.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember,
absolutely.
that all comes down to money. We've learned that when the PS5 launched, and we're like, what was it? Was it Peacock that was on there? There was no HBO Max, and we're like, what the fuck? Why is this be? Because it all comes down to money and who wanted to pay up front to get their app on that new device that was out. So that's the same that's going to apply here. I'm sure we'll see all that. It'll be a little section. We click on it. It'll be apps. And we'll have all of that stuff. And who knows? Who knows, to what Brett was asking? Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. Anything's possible. If we do see a Game Pass app on there, and we won't have to go through the web browser. It's right there.
Right. But if you're a power user, you have that right off the bat. You don't need to wait for an app.
Yeah, you don't really need to wait for that.
You want to use Google Docs, you can use Google Docs. You want to install Windows and use Microsoft Office 365, you can do that. You can install Discord and chat.
Mm-hmm.
You can chat on the Steam stuff.
Exactly. So you have all these options in a package that is literally a Switch, but a PC in your hand. So it's like that. That's a hell of a thing.